think the first album I ever purchased was Sgt. Pepper's on tape. And I remember going on a road trip to Eastern Washington with my dad, and we just played that over and over and over the entire time.
The first one I really remember getting into was Harvest from Neil Young, which was, I don't remember if it was my actual first purchase, but it was the first one where I was like, you know, totally into music for the first time and kind of led down the trails.
Not an album, was a compact. I think it was California Dreaming from Mamas and Papas.
Mine, it was a Beatles album. It was a gift from my parents, so we used to listen it. It was a tape, and I remember we used to listen in a lot in the car, and with my brother we were like playing the stereo, like listening to different sounds going from one band to another. So, but it was not a purchase, it was a gift, but it was like the one that opened my mind. Sorry for the.
It was a cassette tape of Whitney Houston, but it was not the one with like I Want to Dance with Somebody on it. It's the one before. She had bald head. She had like shaved head. She was like working African Queen look. I don't even know what the album's called. It's embarrassing, but it was a cassette tape.
Yeah, for me it was Never Mind the Bollocks by the Sex Pistols. But some years I thought that they were like first punk band or something, and later I discovered that there was before Richard Hell and the Boilers, Television, like Ramones and all that stuff, so it was kind of disappointing for me, okay.
You know, the first albums I had were not purchased. They were given to me by my aunt. I was lucky I had one of those rock and roll aunts, and she gave me Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road and The Who's Tommy. So, both double albums, actually. Hence my obsession with double albums. But, yeah, that was my introduction to rock and roll, and that was in the 70s.
I honestly think it was Harvest by Neil Young.
Well, the first album I ever got was Willie Nelson's Greatest Hits. I got it for Christmas because I was a huge Willie Nelson fan. But the first tape I ever bought was Joan Jett and the Blackhearts' I Love Rock and Roll.
Tina Turner, Private Dancer Tour. I went when I was 10, I think, and totally got dressed up, totally was wearing boas and a bustier with my best friend.
Ramones in Argentina, Buenos Aires, Estadio de Obras Militares. I was 12, I was 13. My parents didn't allow me to go there, so I went with my friend, with our bicycles, you know, and just a bunch of people like, it was like shocking, you know.
Was Sonic Youth at the Showbox, and I think I was like 12 or 13, and me and my best friend came over, and I just remember being so impressed by the drummer because he just shredded so hard the whole time.
Rush in 1982 or 83.
So my parents took me like to Billy Joel. I don't count that. The first concert I ever went to was the Cars at the Motel's opening in the Panorama Tour.
Alanis Morissette's always good, sadly.
Umbrella, Rihanna and Jay-Z. That is usually my go-to karaoke. Depending on the time of the evening it is. You know, there's a David Allan Coe, Please Come to Boston's one I do sometimes. I haven't done karaoke in a long time, but sometimes Blister in the Sun, Violent Films, good karaoke.
Maybe Jailhouse Rock.
Tiny Dancer is a good one. It's so long though. You get like halfway through and then it's like, okay, let's just cut it.
Our karaoke tune for sure, for all of us, into the band. You know, when we are touring the band, our singer is Macumba band, but
Yes.
was Mutantes. Is the one when we played on the band, it's like everybody. Macumba, Macumba, like everybody's dancing. It's more like a dancing and karaoke also. Yeah, very easy to sing.
And I need you more tonight. I freaking need you more than ever. You know, it's just such a passionate song. And I won't do it in my shows, so I'll probably do it there.
The Humpty Dance by Digital Underground. I kill it. Every time.
Stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink a bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the Humpty. Yo, lady.